Good morning, Carnivore friends. I know nobody listens to this but me, but it's okay. This morning I have been slow. I fasted for 24 hours. Ended my fast yesterday at supper. Had some scrambled. Actually, I made an omelet, so it's 4 eggs, a tablespoon of butter I mixed into the eggs, and then I had some shredded chicken I put in it, and I shredded some cheese on top. So it was pretty good, pretty wholesome, pretty bland, but that's okay. That was my supper, so fatty. It was good. I felt actually great yesterday, fasting all day. My head was popping. I felt incredible. Ate last night, and today I feel like shit. My head hurts. My head really hurts this morning. I have no energy. I got up normal time, about 5:15 with my husband. Dog didn't want to come in, so we had to go out and see what was going on. He found yet another coon in the backyard. This is the 6th coon in the last week. And I have 40 chickens, free range, in my yard and pasture. So we can't be having this nonsense. They actually come from my mulberry tree, but once they run out of mulberries, they will be after my chickens because they know they're there. Don't mind me, I have to shift. Oops. Then you got to remember what gear you were in. That was not the appropriate gear. So, anyway, I don't know what it is. If it was my choice in food last night, maybe I shouldn't have eaten. I don't know. I can tell you cravings are through the roof, and I was hungry this morning, which is really weird. I'm never hungry in the morning. And cravings are through the roof this morning. Of course, I'm tired, and my head hurts. I shouldn't have sat down on the couch. Oh, excuse me. To be honest with you, should not have sat down on the couch. I'm going to set my cruise. I am not that big of a hurry for work. I already texted my boss and told him I'm going to be a few minutes late. As long as he knows what the hell is up and I get my work done, he don't care. Oh, I'm hitting the wrong button. No wonder. Anyway, this morning, usually I'm at work by now. Usually I'm at work by 8. I have no set times, but he prefers I be there by 9. So usually I'm there by 7:30 to 8, and I work till 4. But yesterday I got there at 8, and I worked till 6:30, 6:45 last night. So I finished up that bear. Start to finish, I did him yesterday. So today is a short day, actually. So I'm not really concerned. I'm sure he is. He's always concerned. Bless his little heart. So I feel like crap, and my cravings were hitting hard today. And I got to thinking about it. I might be getting ready to ovulate. I don't know. Kind of questioning things. My period, the 5th. My period, I think, was on the 5th or the 6th. So, and we are what, 20th, 21st? Yeah, I might be ovulating, or after. I'm not positive, but in that range. My monthly is messed up. For a long time, it's been running every 3 weeks instead of 48 instead of 4 weeks. So 28 days, I guess. So it's been running every 3 weeks, so it's been pretty messed up. So it's hard telling what's going to happen since I've been carnivore this whole cycle. But I can tell you my cravings are severe today. Now, in the past, I have noticed it's really hard for me to break past that 3-week mark. Really hard. Cravings just get me hard at the 3-week mark. And long ago, I was talking to a therapist, and she thinks it's a chemical thing. And it's like a die-hard, my body fighting it at this point. And at the end of today, I will have cleared 3 solid weeks. So that might be it. This is not a new phenomenon for me. 3 weeks, and I have horrid cravings. I've gotten past it. Literally, we can count 3 times. Okay, 3 times in my life I have gotten past 3 weeks. So I know this is 100% a normal phenomenon for me. I hard effort to get me to eat carbs. I don't know, but it's not unusual. So today I think I am actually going to stop. Oh, I ate breakfast. I ate a bunch of bacon because I was hungry. Seriously freaking hungry. I shouldn't have been. I should have said screw it and fasted today because, I mean, I would have lost weight a little faster. But maybe tomorrow. And I'll sleep in a little bit tomorrow too, which will be nicer. And maybe less headache. Now I sound pouty. I have the life. But anyway, yeah, I ate a bunch of bacon this morning. And I shouldn't have. I know my blood sugar's up anyway from the mornings. Let's see here. I was awake for 2 hours before I ate bacon, so it might have been coming back down by then anyway. I feel fine otherwise, besides my headache, and I'm tired. Oh. Should not sit on the couch in the mornings. Absolutely should not. If I stay up and moving, I'm usually fine, but shit, I did myself in. I had plenty of time. I knew I didn't have to milk the goat or chore in the back today. My daughter is back home. She had a 4-day trip. So she's back home and she gets the chores of milking the goats and choring in the barns in the mornings. And then we take turns in the evenings because she works daily, and then she works during the day for vet clinic, and then she works 3 nights a week for a bar. So when she works, she don't chore at night. When she doesn't work, she chores at night, and then we both chore in the mornings. And normally we rotate, but since it's her nanny that has to be milked, her goat, her fair goat, that has to be milked, and I've done it for the past week because somebody's been gone. Somebody has to do this shit. I reminded her that this morning that until fair, that nanny and the barn chores are hers in the morning. And she's like, every morning? Every morning. They are hers. There is no rotating in the mornings. The nanny goat is hers. Now, when she is at her dad's, or when she is working, by God, I'll take care of it. I will milk her nanny. Yeah, the rest of the goats are mine. There's 2. No, that's not true. There's 4 others that are hers. A couple of them are going to fair, so they have to stay put. And one of them is for sale. And she's going to be run to the sale barn. We had somebody back out. Had her on hold for them for 2 months waiting for her to wean. They wanted her, and oh my God, finally weaning came and went, and they were avoiding. And then the other day, I'm like, hey, you need to get after this gal that wants to buy her, and the lady backed out. Oh, but if we hold her for a few more months, she'll buy her. No. I just sold 17 goats because I was out of hay and I was out of grass. And now I have to buy their feed. I am not feeding that goat for 2 more months for this lady. So she's going to the sale barn with another nanny in a couple weeks. She can buy her there. Maybe she'll get it cheaper. I don't know. So anyway, that's a little irritating. I hate people that back out. I have a set of twin bottle babies that didn't go to the sale last weekend because a lady had wanted them and she has ghosted me. So yeah, they might go too. I keep wanting to eat one of them, but I keep hearing they're more like deer without the gamey taste. And well, if they're not fatty, I don't know if I want to eat them. And plus, the other 2 are bottle babies, and they're a flipping pain in my ass. They fit through every gate, every hole. Oh my God, they're in my way. Oh my God. They'll do anything for feed. They're short and they're fat. They're thick and they're fat. And I'm talking, they look pregnant and they're not. Kind of fat. Anyway, my daughter's choring, so I got to flop down the couch this morning and chill. And I've been watching or listening to a TV series. I just started it. I like it overall. There's a few things that's kind of irritating. They just had to bring the woke scene into it. It's a little irritating. But I like the TV show, the series altogether. I think, what is it called? Deputies? I think it's called Deputies. It was made in 2020. I like it overall. I like how everybody works together. You know, they are a entwined group of deputies, and they work really well together, and they are helping people. And this is in California. They are helping people and fighting against politics. So totally like the show until they brought the woke in. In the TV show, there's this gal, very obvious from the start, lesbian, super nice though. She's determined. She's going to make her place in life. So many lesbians, it seems like they're that way. They feel like they need to not make their way. That's not the right way to say it. They want to be, I don't know, they want to be seen, I guess. They want to be noted. They want everybody to know they're lesbian. That they want everybody, they want to be out there, which is weird to me, because I don't have no desire to be out there in that respect. They say it's because I'm straight. No, it's just my personality. I have no desire. Whether I was gay or anything, I could care less what the world thinks of that. I have no desire to be out in the eye. Flamboyant, I don't know. Anyway, this gal is very much a workaholic. She's great for the team. Everybody knows she's lesbian. They do not care. She moved across the U.S. to be with her girlfriend. The girlfriend is here's another one. You know, she's black. Don't care that she's black, but they threw that in there as part of the woke. So anyway, she's got a very nice girlfriend. What was her name? Valerie? I don't remember, but a very, very nice girlfriend. She seems very nice. Everybody's very friendly with her. And then a couple TV shows later, they get in a big old fight. Apparently, I forget. What do they call? I forget what they call the gal that is a deputy. She tells the boss that she is, well, her blood work come back weird. That's what it was. And the boss's wife happens to be a doctor, important in the show, and the doctor notices her blood work is off. And they have a talk, and well, apparently this girl is bi, and she believes that she's got some extra male sex hormones in there, and that's the way she is. And instead of being called a she, and it just happens to be a lesbian, she thinks her body's all wrong. She thinks she's boy and girl, and she wants to be called they, them. Now, right here, the woke community, in my opinion, overstepped their freaking lines. They were very careful the way they slid her in there. But it's just throwing the added shit in. Now, considering this TV show did not go on very long, I have a hunch the rest of the world did not appreciate their woke ideas. I have no issues with a lesbian. I have no issues with a cross-dresser. But there are men and there are women, and there are hermaphrodites. I get that. I know one, and she is confused. But most of these people that are claiming they're they-thems are not hermaphrodites. Anyway, there's a little political, I guess. I don't know. It was just starting about the show. I like the majority of the show. Very well. I like the plot line. I like most of it. And I like the girl. Yeah, I'm calling her a girl. She is a girl. She has a coochie. She's a girl. A natural born coochie, mind you. So she's a girl. And I like her. She seems very nice, very sincere, and has issues just like anybody else. One bonus for her, she doesn't have to deal with the husbands being assholes from day-to-day basis. But I don't know if I could handle another woman's hormones. That just, we'd probably kill each other at the first cycle. But anyway, that's the TV show that I listened to at work. So I started watching it this morning, and I might have watched a couple episodes. And it's really freaking good, except for the they-them part. But otherwise, it's good. And I don't know, not into throwing the whole woke thing screaming at everybody. People just need to be happy and go on with their lives, not fuck with the rest of us. So, I don't know. Cravings are severe. I am going to stop at the gas station up here. I'm almost to town. And I'm going to get a couple Diet A&Ws. That is what I'm going to do. And I do have money today. I'm a little over, not much, a little over a quarter tank of gas. So I'm not going to fill up, and probably till tomorrow. The car won't even move all weekend. So I'll probably fill up tomorrow or Monday. I don't know. I can go forever on a quarter of a tank. I drive a little 2-door car. Makes this 30-minute drive go well. So I should be watching my time. I'm probably over. Yeah, I'm at 3 weeks and cravings are hell right now this morning. Probably because I sat down on the couch and I let myself get sleepy. Cat stole a piece of bacon too. Darn him, that could have been my lunch. He's old and he's allowed. Fuzzy gets away with a lot. Dog still says there's a coon in the backyard up in the tree. After work, I'll stop off here at Dollar General and get some bait for the trap and see if we can catch that coon tonight overnight. Often, if he keeps them in the tree, you know, he goes out first thing in the morning and won't let them out of the tree. Every time he goes outside to potty, my father-in-law will let him out to go potty around noon. Every time he goes to potty, he enforces that coon to stay up in the tree. So the next evening, of course, they're wanting to get out of that tree. They're wanting some water. They're wanting something to eat. So they're coming out of that tree. So then they'll either do it at dusk or they'll come out of the tree overnight. And then I just set a trap out with some food and they're in it every time. They're super easy to catch in a trap. They're kind of food-oriented, seriously food-oriented. Possibly more than my dog, because I can tell my dog to stay the hell out of a live trap even with something good in it. He won't touch it. So, more food-oriented than my dog. Nope, my dog knows you don't touch a live trap. I yelled at him once for sniffing some canned cat food in a trap, and he's never touched a trap again except to pee on one. With a coon in it. That was hysterical. I'm telling that coon what he thinks. Nobody's eating his chicken. Except for him on Butcher Day. Those are his chickens until Butcher Day. Come Butcher Day, he's happy to eat chicken. He'll rip them heads right out of our hands and go on with it all. He's happy. Chicken foot, heck yes. So we're going to switch. Here I am. Do I look any better? You know, the only thing I really notice about my looks from being 3 weeks on plan is I have a fat lump on my ribs, and I don't have as much padding, it feels like, over the lump. That is what I notice. I definitely see less inflammation in my face. Not this morning. I feel inflamed this morning, and I don't know why. But I do feel inflamed this morning. You know, I did buy a new vitamin D pill. I'm going to have to check that out. Might have to take that out for a few days and see if that stops this. Because that could be it. I mean, that's the only thing new. My hands are horribly swollen this morning. I can't call them painful. Just swollen. They're already down. They already feel better. My job is, well, I sew. I work for a taxidermist. I sew on the back of bear hides. I make the rugs. I sew most days all day. And yesterday, Tuesday, and Wednesdays are all sew days. That's all I do is sew. And I do a lot of hand sewing too. So it's it's a lot for both of my hands. I already had arthritis to begin with. I didn't know it, but it was already there. All this work with my hands just brought it out in the open. My wrists don't stay in place. The bones, they shift out of place. That's been going on for years. Didn't really realize it. I just knew they were giving me issues, painful off and on. But it's been ongoing for years. probably due to break in both wrists right at the growth plates as a teenager. Don't go off a horse head first. You will break both of your wrists. That was fun. That was hell. Anyway, I don't remember so much the pain of it all. I just remember everybody telling me what I can't do. I also broke my jaw that day. And then again, everybody telling me what I can't do, what I can and cannot eat. And Mom wanted me to eat this horrid cheese soup. Oh God, this stuff was awful. Just give me some ground. Doctor said I could have lightly ground hamburger and eggs. But no, she wanted me to eat that fucking soup. Oh, yes, I have childhood issues. I'm sure she bought it with good intentions, and then she insisted on being eaten. I imagine that was what was going on, even though I didn't like it. It didn't matter. The shit was not staying in the cupboard. I imagine that's what was going on, really. But back then, it just seemed vicious. So we got to get through this 3-week thing, and then we'll be good for another month. And well, of course, my cycle in a week or so. But then we'll be good. If I follow normal path, I'll be good for another month. At 2 months, it gets kind of tough. I don't think I've ever busted past 2 months without a hiccup. Now, I've jumped back on the wagon. I might have had a week-long hiccup and then jump back on the wagon. But usually at 2 months, I just fall off completely and keep rolling downhill. I'm being watched. There's the utility guys walk by and waved at me. I see them a lot. And this other guy's filling his truck up and just staring at me. I don't know what the issue is. This day and age, people talking on their cell phone is nothing new. One of my boss's older boys, he's late 30s. He takes the grandkids to school often. And he comes in here and gets a new thing of chew every morning. Boy, that stuff's expensive. $50 a week habit from what I'm told. And so he insists I say hi every morning, but he's probably already worked since I'm a little bit behind. This is kind of quiet and relaxing, though. It's not a bad thing right here. It's shaded, watching everybody go by. I don't know. I'm going to go inside and try to get a Diet A&W. If I don't, I don't know what I'm going to do. No donuts. No donuts. I already had breakfast. All right, carnivore friends, stick with it. I know it's not easy. Lord, I know. I absolutely know it's not easy. And this is more for the people that have a hell of a time at it. It's hard. I've had people be downright rude about the fact that I can't even stick with it. It's fucking hard. Last night I was thinking I wanted freaking jelly beans. This is at 5 o'clock at night. I am still working. It's in my mind. Boom. I want jelly beans and French fries. That hit me hard. Then I had to remind myself why I'm doing this. And then this morning, oh my God, this morning I wanted donuts. Then I had to remind myself, I don't feel good. My hands will swell and be painful. And I'm like, fuck it. What's one day? Yeah, one day will make me sluggish and feel like shit at work. I'll be sick to my stomach. My hands and neck will swell. One day is not just one day. It's a lot of pain, and we're not going there. We're going to do this. Yes. You want honesty? I very often question if I can do this. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I've been fighting this since my youngest is born. So 16 years. He'll be 16 here in a few days. So I've been fighting this for almost 16 years. I know it's right, but I've never succeeded. Now there is freaking honesty. I don't know. It seems so unreal that I can go without jelly beans or French fries or ice cream. It seems totally unreal that I can do this. But I'm trying to break my habits, so I will succeed. Do we need one of those referral things or whatever programs where you say the same thing over and over until it happens? I will succeed. Yeah, that sounds corny as shit. I'm not into corny. And I'm sitting here and I'm looking at a semi-trailer, Coca-Cola trailer. Big corporations make lots of money on us little people with problems. I wonder if the people that run the corporations drink the stuff. That's an idea. They probably get it free. Oh, they need diabetes like the rest of us. Okay, that's not nice. Okay, I'll get my head put back in place here in a minute. I get some weird shit. One of my other weird shit I come up with yesterday in this TV show. There is a guy that's been in prison for 3 years. He has a cancerous growth, I think, on his abdomen. They didn't really show it, but that's where it was kind of going in that direction. And forces the doctor to remove it. But he's been in prison for 3 years, and he was going back to prison after it was removed because he didn't quite go about things correctly to get the surgery. And it involved guns and surgery not in a proper doctor's, ER kind of thing. Anyway, he went back to prison. So did his girlfriend. She went to prison too. But he did get a surgery, and it made me wonder, prison food is horrible. Daycare, hospitals, all of that, their food is horrid. So it makes me wonder, long-term prisoners, you know exactly what they are eating. How many of those long-term prisoners, give me a percentage of long-term prisoners that have a disease from their diet. Of course, all diseases usually result from diet. But how many prisoners have cancer, have diabetes, have low thyroid, rheumatoid arthritis? I'm only asking this because you know exactly what their diet is. Not that I think they should eat better or anything of the sorts. We're not going into that shit. I want to know percentage that actually get sick from their diets because they are in prison long term and we know their diet's shitty. So I want to know numbers of this because this is very similar to what general population is eating, except ours probably tastes a little better. I'm biting on a fly. Ours probably tastes a little better, but it's a sad diet. So meant to make money just like any others. So I want to know a percentage of prisoners that have diseases caused by their diet. Now, I don't care. These prisoners can die of cancer. Do not freaking give a damn. You kill, you rape, you need to be in prison. Actually, I am all for just the firing squad personally. So, I don't want to hear about everybody carrying on about how they deserve to eat that way. No, I don't want to hear about that. I want to know percentage of people in prison because we know what they are eating. How many of them end up with diet-related diseases? That's what I want to know because we know what these people are eating. There's no question. There's no little questionnaire filling it out. Say, oh, what do you eat? And people lying. We know what these people eat. That would be a great thing to have, I think, to get out there. Of course, people would take it wrong because they'd be like, well, prisoners should eat badly because they're in there for a reason. And I'm not getting on that. I want to know numbers and percentages because that tells the truth about the American diet. All right, Carnivore friends, I'm going to go get my drink and go to work. All right, bye-bye.